YouTube, hello, welcome to the Tavern. My name is Drail, I am your Tavern Master. Welcome on in, pull up a chair, grab a drink, and let's enjoy today's episode of Genshin Impact, episode 59, Security Simulations. For context, this episode of Genshin was initially recorded June 12th, 2024, and in it, we start off the stream with some exploration of Fontaine into areas I did not know existed, as well as, I wouldn't really say world quests, but minor quests that are spread around the map that I didn't know were there. After which, we then go and do the mutual security enhancing simulation, which was like a war games event that was going on at the time. I think this was right before 4.7 went live. So, yeah. I want to preface that my mic wasn't working for the first 30 minutes of the stream. Can't remember why, but I then got it fixed, and so after about 38 minutes, I am able to speak again in the episode. Fancy that. I really should have been more. I really needed to get into a better circumstance or habit of checking all my audio settings before I press the start stream button. You know, like a professional. Anyway. But yeah, not much else to say about it past that. I hope you'll enjoy today's episode. If you do enjoy today's episode, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you're notified when new episodes come out. And if you want to catch my streams live, you can follow me on Twitch through the link down below in the description. Beyond that, I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all at the end. See you later.
Oh. Exactly. But none of them believe.
Shine down! Access denied! No escape! No touching!
Stabilize!
Nice and spicy! Shine down! Access denied! Next on the frying pan. Illusion shattered. No touching.
This is order.
There is no escape. Born of ice and frost. Illusion shattered! Shine down! Illusion shattered! No touching! I can fix this!
Solidify!
Just what will we come across? Booba, get them! Born of ice and frost. There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then. Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Is this an answer from this world?
Shine down!
this an answer from this world?
Out of the frying pan. Illusion shattered. No touching.
You can't run! Well, neither can I.
Is this an answer from this world?
Nice and spicy. Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule. No touching.
I'll keep this close. Is this an answer from this world?
Gooba, get them! There is no escape! Into the... Shine down! Born of ice and frost. Access denied. Water jet! Booba, get them! Born of ice and frost. Illusion shattered.
I'll keep this close.
Nice and spicy. There is no escape. Access denied. This is long overdue. Eat this!
A reward on the road.
All of your stuff before you start working, folks. Hi, I've been talking this whole time, but my mic wasn't connected properly. Great. Hello, Bella Parker. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. And I'm doing alright. How are you? Testing. Testing. Okay, cool. It's working now. Ugh, good lord. Just make sure my mic also didn't get lowered again. Okay, it didn't. Cool. That's great. Oh, God, I am so professional as a streamer. It's great. Heck nabbit. Glad to hear you were well today. All attempts ended in failure. Consider retaining the sample as a defense mechanism for the facility and to make future research easier. Attempt to implant sample into neural networks. Successfully completed insertion. Verbal command attempts to use natural language ended in failure. Consider retaining the sample as a defense mechanism for the facility. Attempt to implant. Still unable to follow complex commands. Consider retaining the sample. Yep. Attempt to implant. Yep, success. Attempt to implant. Success. 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 I do play some other games as well. For the most part, I mostly focus on Hoyo games just because there's like a lot of story I haven't done with most of them. For instance, I'm working through Honkai Impact 3rd on Monday, and I just reached Chapter 32 on that this week. And then I'm just doing Genshin as I do, because Genshin was the first Hoyo game I ever played, and then I'm doing Honkai Star Rail as well on Fridays. And then if I ever get my brain back into streaming on Sundays, I do Sunday as like sort of like a varied variety day. So I used to stream Marvel Spider-Man on Sunday. I think I might switch Sunday to maybe the Miles Morales game that Insomniac made. But yeah, I play other games sometimes, and sometimes I also do art. The last time I did an art stream, though, was a while ago, at least on Twitch. And on that stream, I was working on emotes for the channel. I feel like I gotta kill these guys.
Gooba, get illusion shattered.
I can't interact with them at all. Okay. Let's see, am I missing anything? Oh! I fell through the hole. I'll be honest, that honestly spooked me a little bit. I wasn't prepared. Oh, I see. This mad scientist, who I'm pretty sure is a parody of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, has way too much time on his hands to be doing this sort of stuff. Do you stream on Twitch, Bella? Or do you have any preferred games or anything like that? They're gonna tag me immediately, aren't they? Yep.
Nice and spiced. Shine down. Come on, focus. Born of ice and frost.
Great. The next batch woke up. Holy shnikes.
Nice and spicy.
Ow.
We're way behind schedule. Boba, get them! Illusion access denied. Go!
At least heal Ganyu a little bit. God, how deep does this place go? The answer is ludicrously, apparently. What the heck does this say? I feel like this loops back up to here. That's my guess. We're going up. What's the opposite of deeper? What on earth? What now? I can't phase them at all. To get here is already something. It will be perfect if they can... Yo! Quisel, here you are. And the one next to him must be the villainous research partner, Quatro, and that Quisel was talking about. He's Quatro, not me. I'm Bricole. Huh? Isn't he Quisel? Quisel is just a convenient character. You've already passed many trials, so there's no point to hide anything from you anymore. My name is Quatro, and I'm the real owner of this workshop. You two are truly great research material. If you're willing to help me with my research. What research? Tell us a bit more about it. Hey, come on. Are you really going to help someone this fishy? Nothing about this place looks like a proper workshop. You also lied to us and made the clockwork mecha attack us. Paimon has no reason to believe you're a good guy. That's exactly right. Don't fall for his trap. He's an extremely vicious crook. I followed the clues here while investigating. I didn't expect you to continue your dangerous research even after you were kicked out. And you even stole the Research Institute's assets for this purpose. You've committed a crime. You really can't keep your mouth shut, eh, Bricole? You're just a good-for-nothing idiot. I'll take care of you once I've properly appraised our two VIPs over here. You don't mean us, right? Of course, you only need to pass one last trial to prove your true worth. It's time to show you what you've got. Show you what I've got, huh? Oh, we gotta kill him. Nice.
Ow! There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
You guys again. You're more skilled than I thought. You truly are the best research material I've ever seen. I missed what he said. Far beyond... just what is up with this guy? Yep, that's a pretty common reaction to him. You see, his more peculiar research was exactly what got him kicked out from the Fontaine Research Institute in the first place. My research was not peculiar. Yeah, and that's what you told the ethics committee back in the day as well. Don't think a single person bought what you said. So, what was his research? If you wish to learn more about his research, you may go to the new Fontaine Research Institute to apply for access. That gives Paimon a headache just thinking about it. It's giving me a headache too. Even though he's been fired, the asset theft case I've been investigating still has to do with him. Do you want to ship me off to the Fortress of Maripede? Well, that's not up for me to decide. The law will hand you your proper judgment. It's a shame, that unlike last time, we can't simply resolve matters by kicking you out. Either way, thank you both for your help. I probably wouldn't have been able to bring him down myself. You can leave the rest to me. I promise that this time he'll receive his proper punishment. I'm afraid I still have to return to this place to continue my work. There's so many assets. Just how many reports would I have to compile? So he was just a lunatic. Failure to comprehend the meaning of the research will only obstruct the road to technological singularity. Not taking the project away from me, but taking the future from humanity. Cannot end like this. They are all dead now because that's how it ends for beings made of flesh and blood. Pain, weakness, all of these must be thoroughly eradicated within this generation by whatever means necessary. Good, very good, most excellent. I figured it all out. The previous approach is completely feasible. It is just that more experiments are required. Self-reproduction. Until the entire world has been incorporated, commands can be sent across thousands of miles in an instant through the network. No more low efficiency. Efficiency. Just like that of the clockwork mecha. Absolute efficiency. Integrating all the resources in order to advance. Just like Aranis said in the play. Just like the Lock Knight who resisted Remuria. They don't understand yet, but they will. They will. They've friggin' devolves into Gollum. They will. They will, precious. Ridiculous. Sounds like he was trying to He sounds like he was trying to do what they did in Remuria. The pipelines are having problems yet again. Spent the whole day checking but couldn't fix them. A weird guy came over and said he wanted to be assistant. He looked way older than his voice sounded. I didn't want any trouble, so I was honest about it and told him if he wanted to be my assistant, he'd have to work for free. I barely have enough savings to pay for my own meals. No way could I fork out wages on top of that. But he said he didn't want payment, just a place to use. He knew that this isn't private property, just an abandoned building that failed to become part of the fortress. No idea what he found. No idea how he found that out, but nothing I could do with it. It was certainly has more than ample room for two weirdos who are into clockwork mecha. He always locks himself up when modifying the mecha, probably because he's afraid of me stealing his techniques. But other than that, I'd say he's a wonderful partner. Not only did he fix the pipelines, he even installed regulator valves. Also hasn't even run short on energy storage devices since he came. I guess he wasn't joking about having solid institute connections. Oh, he was the guy! He was the guy who was stealing energy storage devices from the Fatui. We've ended up with a huge number of clockwork mecha without me even realizing it. I could see them roaming around when I woke up in the middle of the night. Don't think things are going particularly well for him. He talks to himself a lot and even screams at the mecha. They seem to be afraid of him, but can clockwork mecha even feel fear? I think his nerves are rubbing off on me. I should get out of here for a bit and enjoy some fresh air. Even though I was here first, I ought to say goodbye to him before I leave. Uh-oh. It's a giant propeller.
A reward on the road.
Energy concentrating component. It's 3 of 7. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. This one. Wait, huh? Wait. Okay, that circles back to the beginning. Because that's the way we came in. How the fudge... Let's feed the gals really quick. So nice, sweet madams. Oh. Aha! I'll be honest, I don't know when that one opened, but it opened. Ah, that's what I was hearing. Does that mean I missed more Clockwork Mecha down here that were, like, named? Ugh. Wait a minute, that makes sense. Whatever. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Jeebus, Renzo. Up. And then we go right. Nice. Okay, cool. I hope that's close enough. Answer is no. So we're back here. Oh. Hello. Oh, God!
Boba, get them! No touching!
Did he shove people's souls into the mechas? I hope not. That would be... that would be very bad. Grab me a starfish. Boink. There we go. Okay, let's see where this place leads.
It's so nice to de-stress.
Okay. So I gotta activate. Oh, I see. We do this to power up that. Then we go power up the battery over here with that energy, so we can go unlock the cell. Wait, I need to put this right here. Is it visible? Okay. That energy. Oh, it's so close. There we go. We yoink this. Take it up over this way. I didn't put it close enough. Hello? There we go.
Is this an answer from this world?
Nice. Okay, cool. I figured out the puzzle. I'm a genius. Alright, now we can see where this place leads. What the fuck is this place? God, it's like I'm in a Marianas Trench right now. Okay. Sure. Mini boss fight, I guess.
Out of the frying pan. Shine down. Access denied. Come on, focus.
How? How? Open. Yeah, I gotta get up there now. Oh, you. Where is it? Is it this one? There we go. Is this the Fortress of Meripede? No, it's not. What on earth? Where am I? We're past the Fortress of Maripede. What the hell is this place? Pre-startup preparation. Step 1. Before initiating pressing process, the operator should wear protective gear at all times before compressive equipment inspection. Oh, comprehensive. Before starting up the equipment, the operator must ensure the stock has been placed correctly to prevent mechanical damage to the equipment due to idling. Check the equipment's energy supply to ensure that the equipment can... You need to activate the... When the pressing process is activated, the press will cause the stock to enter an activated state. You need to activate the press when the stock is giving off an orange-red light. Operating the process with the hammer can effectively induce deformation, so the operator must pay close attention to the stock of the state of the stock at all times during operation, and manually operate the press with the hammers with just the right timing. Troubleshoot to facilitate the operator's self-inspection. A fail-safe system has been installed at the base of the currently available equipment models. The operator can troubleshoot system problems based on the errors reported by the failsafe system. For more detailed instructions, please consult the Emergency Response Handbook 3rd edition. Okay. Oh. Use Archeum stock. Okay, well I got one mysterious ore. What on earth? It's like a giant forge. There we go.
There is no escape, born of ice and frost. Nice and spicy. Illusion shattered. No touching.
Please stop moving. There we go. Oh boy. Common problems. System overheated. Error is usually caused by insufficient pipe pressure, specifically with the indicator gas leak occurs from the valve. Okay.
I'll keep this close.
I can't activate that because it doesn't have any power. This is having a pipe failure. Okay.
Shine down, born of ice and frost.
I guess we'll go all the way to the bottom.
Booba, get illusion shattered. Access denied. Next on the agenda.
Oh, hey, a valve. All I can do now is stop the cooling system and try to seal the leaking areas. It's just a stopgap measure, however. If someone did remove the seals and operate the cooling system, the room would instantly fill with a huge amount of water. The forging process would be utterly ruined. There's no other way, though no one other than Brave Really cares about the devices in here. I suppose a prayer that the emergency drain proves useful couldn't hurt. A prayer. Okay, what on earth is that? What is that? It looks so bad and ominous. What is that? That looks like something I might be able to see from the outside. Maybe I'll try and look for that later. Okay. Okay, so I think I've got all the valves closed. I'm still not entirely sure how one is supposed to supply power to this place. I wonder. Huh. Okay, so that's not where I was supposed to go. Okay, so maybe it's deeper than I initially thought. I feel like I might have already done what this was. Give me that pearl. That seahorse apparently did not know where I was. Right there. Oh, yo. Sweet. Man, I remember the first time I ever explored this area. I was like, what happens if I get into those searchlights? And then I immediately got arrested into the fortress, and I was like, oh, I'm a criminal. Okay, I need to put it between the two. Right there should do, I think. Hello, little otter friend. Oh, don't drop your clam. He's so cute. Hi. Good buddy. Cute. Oh, hey, it's the mirror space you pass through on your way to the fortress. What's that space, then, if the fortress is right below us? Yeah, whatever. Okay, got that. Conch Madeline. Stop safe operating procedures. This notebook will have must have been made of water-resistant material. It's still in perfect condition even after all this time. There's also a sticky note on the cover. This is already the third time. Remember to follow the instructions precisely when operating. If we lose the data again, we won't get any more afternoon snacks for the month. Flip through the notebook. Standard data export. Confirm the energy storage device below the main console is online. When energy supply is normal, the green indicator on the main console will light up. At this time, pull the control lever on the left marked Do Not Touch or Else to print out the observation data. The data should be printed out at least once every 3 months, or else the data may be lost. Oh hey, I did that already. This console will turn on. Okay, should be a power supply. Well, shoot. Just exploding everything. Okay. Nice. No! Bro, the fuck? Where is it? Okay. Do not touch under any circumstances. Pull the lever. Pull the lever, Crunk! Wrong lever! Pama doesn't have a clue what's on it, but it looks pretty important. This soggy ticker tape. A punched tape retrieved from the water. The data recorded within can only be deciphered using specialized machinery, although it was made of specially waterproof material and has thus not yet been destroyed. It has been in there long enough to still feel rather wet even after being hauled out. Okay. Well, I did the thing. Nice. Like a glorious fish. That's a big jelly. Hey, Bone. How you doing, Mana? Doing well, I hope. I freed the otter. How you doing today? Oh! There we go. Did I not get this one fixed? No, it looks like it did. Whoops. Let's see. Doing some hydro exploration today. And well, I had a busy afternoon catching up with friends. Nice! Hopefully that went well. And yeah, just doing some hydro exploration, as you said. I found this, like, one underground, like, workshop zone that I've never seen before. I've had a lot this stream I didn't know existed. And I don't know why it is what it is. My guess is that it's the leftovers of Remuria, maybe. But that doesn't quite make sense, considering that Remuria is more, like, musical-based. Maybe it's just ancient Fontaine. Who knows? But, apparently it's missing, like, some minerals or ores that I'm not certain of. Also, this looks nothing like what's above. I should make a custom waypoint so I can fast travel here easily. But the custom waypoints only last once, don't they? Oh, it's a world quest? Oh, that would explain it. Activate the power supply system. They last a week. I should probably leave because I don't have everything for this, I don't think. Activate cooling process. The water intake is blocked. Well, this feels ominous. I'm gonna leave. Yeah, the funny thing is that, like, initially, I came to this area to fight the Millennial Pearl Seahorse. But then I was like, I haven't explored the area around the Seahorse, so I'll do that first. And then I went down a rabbit hole, like, legitimately.
Wipe out!
That's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. This dang seahorse.
Nice and spiky! No touching! Didn't see that coming.
Ouch.
Out of the frying pan! Shine down! Go! We're way behind schedule. My contract goes unfulfilled.
Hold on, let me wake up Ganyu.
shattered. Access denied.
Don't move. Don't move. Stay right where you are, please. Make this easy
Go!
for me.
Nice and spicy.
Yeah, it was a legitimate rabbit hole. I ended up going down like 6 different elevators. Okay, let's go fight a Swanee. Which should be... Here we go. Yeah, I knocked that boss down. That's a cute little dance emote.
Eat this! There is no escape! All hail! Inazuma shines eternal! Go! Bombs away! I'm the frying pan! Shine down! Ha! Ha!
There we go. Alright, time to go heal up. Oh, Mana, did you play the new Archon quest yet? Dude, our twin is so mean. So mean. I can ascend her. Do I do so right now? Let's wait.
Happy birthday. I have a gift for you. It's a short sword necklace that I made myself. In the Marashose hunter's tradition, on a new member's first birthday as a hunter, her mentor will make her a short sword necklace with her name engraved, to be worn with the sword hanging over the chest. This is to symbolize interrogating her own heart at sword point. Will I tread the path of treachery? Is there doubt in my heart? Or am I resolved to eradicate all evil? Though you're not a Marashose hunter, I believe that you're committed, like I am, to fighting the good fight. Why a sword and not a musket? Because guns can misfire. Also, there's something a little inelegant about interrogating your heart at gunpoint.
She's got a very interesting fighting style. I haven't played like a ton of her, just because I want to level her up a little more. But I do have Sethos in the new crew, for instance. So for the most part, I usually only ever do like 2 party setups, because I have the main crew here, which is Lumine, Ganyu, Shogun, Raiden, A, and Zhongling. And this is the crew I take on all of like my world quests. Because this is just like my best party comp. Then I have these guys, which is I should probably just call this group Everfreeze. So this is Everfreeze. I need to think of a fun name for this group. But these guys focus on superconducting. And this is the Newbies and Friend. So the reason it's called Newbies and Friend is because there's always at least like one level 90 character in the party that can carry the rest who are working to like level up and improve their friendship. And these guys are the ones I do daily, so to speak, because they help manage like my daily quests and commissions and everything. Damn it, I did it again. And then this is just all Geo. The Geo Dream Team, as I put it. I should probably replace Ningguang with Yunjin, I think, but eh. I need to think of a cool name for this group. But I could show you how she plays. Let's go to you guys, and then we'll swap in Sethos versus Duran.
My blade will lead us through the shadows.
Yeah, the Geo Dream Team. Also, I've wanted Cloran since, like, we initially met her in, like, 4.1 or 4.0. And you just never, I find it hilarious how some of the characters you want the most don't get released until, like, the very end of a region. Because, like, Dia was, like, 3.6, 3.7, and Cloran was 4.7. But anyway, let's go putz around over here. Also, I really like how her fighting style is animated. God, this place is disgusting. I need to do this world quest still.
Into the shadows.
She's still relatively low leveled, so she's not meant to fight things that are like super dangerous.
Witness my rise.
But overall,
Hey there! This one's got your name on it! A proper send-off!
Ready. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Ha!
Watch out! Watch out! Fire! Well, umbrella warfare, I guess.
yeah, I think she's pretty fun. My Geo team is Navia, Zhongli, Goro, and Kuki Shinobu for healing and crystallized reactions for Navia. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah, Navia definitely needs a team member who can do, like, rapid damage so you can... Well, rapid elemental damage so you can better adjust and build up her reactions.
Into the shadows. Hunt them down.
I don't think I've seen if there's a new domain that I haven't unlocked yet for her. I don't think there is. Artifacts. When the value of Bond of Life increases or decreases, this character deals 18% more damage for 6 seconds. Oh, this might actually be pretty good for her, honestly. After leaving combat, damage dealt increased in combat. Okay, this one might actually be a really good one to do for her, honestly. Let's see. Artifacts. Oh, it's because I didn't... Oh, that's why. Okay, it's a bit better, but still not great. I could probably give her a better weapon, too, honestly. What weapon do I have on her now? Weapons. Crit hits have a... Honestly, I should switch her to something else. What's Lynette doing? When using elemental skill, attack will be increased by 12% for 15 seconds. This honestly wouldn't be a bad weapon to use for her. But I don't want to take that away from Lynette.
A duel is a battle.
So I'll just go make a new one. This way. Have you pulled any new characters recently, Mana? I'd like to make something. Okay, I have 2 of those, so I could upgrade her stuff. Do I have any of these? I should have another. Let's just do this twice. I could do 2 of these and 2 of these. But that'd be all of my condensance crystals. Weapons, switch, this one, unlock, switch. I got Sethos and C7 D-Luke. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Okay, that's where I'm stopped. But still, this seems like a really good weapon for her to use, honestly, especially since I'm not going for her weapon itself. Okay, now let's look at her stats really quick. Okay, plus 8k for HP, plus 1,000 for her attack. Crit damage is up to 78.8 and 50.6 over 78.8. Okay, that's a lot better. It's better than it was. So I'll take that. I'll take that victory. And then when she uses her Bond of Life, she gets even more damage, technically. It's all good. When you have 5-star at C6, you get 25-star glitter or whatever it's called. Really? Oh my god.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
I don't have anyone that's at a C6 for a 5-star. Well, save for Lumine, technically. I finally got her Hydro Constellation maxed out. I don't think I have her Dendro Constellation maxed out yet, oddly enough. I think the closest 5-star I have to being maxed out would be Chi-Chi. Yeah, Chi-Chi's at C5. Or C6, I guess. Constellation 5. Jean's at C2. I think Diluc's at C3. No, C2 as well. Only C1 for Hazo. C4 for Mika. Oops, didn't mean to click on that. I don't have C6 for Kaya. C4, C5, C3, C5, C6, C3. No C on this one, actually. C3, C4, C6, 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 C6. Amber, one of the hardest units to get. It's not just any doll. It's Baron Bunny, Wildfire. Yep, that's not surprising. Then that's at C2, C3, C4. That's funny. C2, C3, C4. Is this one at C1? Oh my god! C1, C2, C3, C4. That's funny to me. Yep. Kave, Kirara. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I love it when things happen like that. You're just like, let's go to the lottery. Why? Don't question it. Don't question it. All right, let's see. Oh right, I forgot Cloran lets me see the world stuff now. The world stuff. Okay, let's see how she does with this here. Okay, we can Arena.
Ready.
Come out of the water. Come out of the water. I know you can.
Loaded.
Damn. Well, it's not too shallow to dive. Thank you. And then once I actually get her skills leveled up a little more, that'd be great as well. Did you see Champion Duelist Cloran? She was just diving in and out of the water over at that lake over there. Didn't that water used to be boiling? I don't know anymore. Okay, oh yeah, I still haven't done any of the event here. Okay. Oh, you know, I wonder if I do this.
Into the shadows.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. It's gonna suck. Oh. The only way to travel. Why did someone put a structure here? It kind of looks like it's holding up... Wait a sec. Fontaine's Maison Gardiennage and the Shogunate Samurai from Inazuma. Wait a minute! Oh, right. I forgot. This was a collaborative effort. Literally, there's everyone here. You got the Guardianage from Fontaine. You got the Knights of Favonius from Mondstadt. You got the Millilith from Liyue. You got the Core of 30. There we go. The Core of 30 from Sumeru. And then you got the Shogunate from Inazuma. Yo! I should have switched characters. Whatever. The chiseled face. As though a classical sculpture comes to life, and an unrivaled aura that surpasses common folk. You must be the commander of Lumine who... What? You must be... Oh, the commander of Lumine, of whom the rumors spoke of? Su Ding. Your reputation precedes you. I was just thinking of entrusting the Adventurers Guild with sending you a letter, extending an invitation to you to join our meeting, but you somehow seem to have foreseen this. Commander? You're being so formal. It feels like you're treating Lumine like some kind of super professional warrior. I mean, Paimon, we kinda are, let's be honest. Oh, but you have been far more than mere warriors. You have crossed blades with countless monsters and formidable foes during your journey across 5 nations. 5 of 7. 6 to be soon enough. I cannot wait for Natlan. I want Natlan so bad. Oh. Not to say that Fontaine isn't fun still. I still greatly enjoy Fontaine. I have found so much today alone, apparently, that I've missed. But boy, Natlan, I want to see Murata. I want to see the land of Pyro. I want to see Pyro Traveler. Because fire is my favorite favorite element. And your exploits have been painstakingly recorded and repeatedly analyzed by the armed forces of each nation. Whether the Knights of Favonius, Millilith, Shogunate, Samurai, Corps of 30, or Maison Gardiennage, each and every one of the armed services has given nothing but the very highest of marks to your combat abilities and stratagems. Lumine has the capability to lead from the front or command from the rear. If possible, active cooperation must be established with her. Therefore, I, Staff Officer Su Ding of the Millilith, hereby formally invite you to participate in the war game of 5 armies. And assume the post of senior consultant therein. What say you to this proposal? The remuneration package for senior consultants is quite considerable, and their daily total compensation for the duration of the event will be on par with that of a Millilith sergeant. That's the Millilith for you, straight to the point. A sergeant's pay, eh? Now, that sounds tempting. We don't know anything about wargaming. Do not be concerned about that. I shall now present a detailed introduction of the event for your benefit. As you have seen, large numbers of monsters still roam the wilderness of Tevat, and they cannot be eradicated in any sort of short time frame. In order to effectively deal with the monster threat, the armed services of our neighboring nations are compiling intel regarding commonly encountered monsters, seeking to analyze the threat they pose and share knowledge amongst ourselves. To this end, the Millilith General Staff has created tabletop game pieces based on all kinds of monsters in order to simulate hostile confrontations, and from this, analyze their combat capabilities to the best of our ability. For this iteration of the wargame, we've invited members serving in various combat units to utilize their own radically different mindsets and perspectives to control the game pieces, finding the optimal method to suppress the monster threat. And as you are not part of any of the armies, and are a rare tactical genius, you can provide an especially valuable and an analytical angle, greatly increasing the scope and efficiency of our wargame. Paimon thinks she gets it. So you guys are having a meeting to discuss the most convenient and safest way to deal with the monsters? Now you're talking Paimon's language. After all, we've got first-hand experience dealing with the dangerous baddies from all over, and we've also played a lot of chess-like board games before. If we can help a bunch of countries keep the peace just by playing games like that we did before... I'm not looking to buy viewers. /star. If we can help a bunch of countries just by playing games like we did before and also get a pile of more while we're at it, does that count? Yeah, basically. Honestly, their account was made so long ago. Oh yeah, they don't have anything. They're just a bot. They are literally just a bot. God, I can never remember how to do this. Whatever. Okay, anyway. Does that count as a whole flock of birds with one stone? Casually game some more, save the day. That is precisely the enthusiasm, the ability to calmly rise to any challenge, displaying your awesome skills and solving crises as easily and naturally as breathing. The board is ready, and we can begin the simulation at any time. Let us witness the unique strategic prowess possessed only by a genius commander such as yourself. Everyone's like pumping me up, and then I play it, and then I just die. Okay, that's really cool, honestly. That is a really cool graphic. I like that a lot. Okay, before we do that...
I've faced many opponents in my duels. Most of them I defeated. The rest surrendered.
Dude, there's...
No, I have never lost a duel.
She's never lost a duel, gang. Farina, could you heal everyone up? Okay, there we go. And then we shall switch to everyone. Main crew, there we go. Kuromaro, Yashiro Commission Representative. Terena, Special Security and Surveillance Patrol Trainee. Gotcha. Phonia, Investigative Team Signals Officer. Sudang, Milith General Staff Member. Saito, or Sito, Mercenary Corps 30. Hello, friend of the General Mahamatra and the Flame Mate. Oh, dude. I represent the Corps of 30 delegation. Allow me to extend my greetings to you. You know of me? Surely, you jest. You once participated in a commercial event in Port Omos and assisted the Corps of 30s in arresting a crafty criminal and his scholarly accomplice. Oh yeah, we did do that. The Fungi Games. Your performance during that operation showed both wisdom and bravery, and every mercenary who heard tell of your deeds considers you the best of the best. It looks like you never cease in your unsparing efforts, and the amount of criminals you've dealt with is staggering. These two scoundrels barely even register in your memory. More or less, I guess. That is so. We should always look ahead. The Flame Mane often says much the same. Everyone in the Corps of 30 greatly respects the Flame Mane. She has looked out for many of our brothers, and many of our number have followed her into battle. If she had a bit more patience for paperwork and rules, then perhaps she could have come with us to visit Liyue and learn. Sparring with experts with completely different styles, learning new skills, not to mention Liyue cuisine should be to her liking. Everything is new. It's quite refreshing. Then I'll invite her here when I get the chance. Stop by the Citadel of Regzar when you've got some time. Feast on meat and chew the fat with the brothers of the Corps of 30. I'll be honest, I like how much everyone's just like, yo, you're super cool. You guys really think so? You've touched on a critical issue. From our cooperation thus far, I've observed a massive gap in the degree of organization. As everyone knows, the Corps of 30 is one branch of the many Aramite organizations. Though responsible for the defense of Sumeru's cities, the management of manpower, training, and supplies is fairly relaxed. Personally, I envy the Millilith. They have a huge factory in Blackfoot Forge and can guarantee a supply of all kinds of high-quality weapons and other equipment. As mercenaries, we mostly rely on individual blacksmiths operating their own forges. We may hope to get a deal and buy a good weapon, but most can't compete with the fully finished products from Liyue's factories. The Academia is pretty straightforward when it comes to payment, but if we were to ask them to set up a dedicated department, everything from purchasing raw materials to production and processing, it's not likely. Hello, doggo. Not to mention the Millilith provides standardized training to all of their soldiers with strict assessment standards, while most mercs are just trying to make a living. There is all levels of skills among us. Anyway, in addition to tactical considerations when dealing with monsters, there's a lot of other things that need to be considered. What was the question, Lily? The Core 30 Lauren from the wargame. Hello, doggo. I wish I could pet you. Good doggo. I honestly thought he'd follow me, but I guess not. Oh, he is following me. Okay, bud, come over to your friend. I like how he's just pushing his friend down the bridge. Quick, run. There we go. An honor to make your acquaintance, esteemed guest of the Commissioner. Have you observed your distinguished person making such Having observed your distinguished person making such amiable conversation with Suding Senpai, I hope to be able to listen quietly and learn. The Commissioner. The name is Kuromaro, and I am at your service. I am a member of the Yashiro Commission, and it is my great honor to have heard the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato speak of your deeds. Oh! I'm surprised he's talking about the Commissioner, not Sara. But I guess Sara is technically one step below Commissioner Kujo? Ugh. Sorry, I'm just stretching. I haven't stretched in a while. Also, Ayaka's talking about us. Awesome. Courage, righteousness, etiquette, integrity, elegance, kindness, wisdom, and in each of these areas you are a role model for all to emulate. Is that really what Ayato... Oh wait, this is the Yashiro Commission. I'm silly. I was mixing up the commissions, because there's the Yashiro Commission, I forgot the other ones. But this is... Okay, I had it mixed up. Is that really what Ayato and Ayaka said about me? Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me. And such humility as well. This virtue is too worthy of study. If only I had a fortune to meet you sooner. The scale of this exchange is not large, but its small size belies its great significance. The Commissioner and General Kujo discussed it thoroughly before selecting myself as the representative of the delegation. I was once in charge of leading a platoon to clear out the monsters and bandits in the mountains. I suffered few setbacks, and I considered my martial skills to be superb. Until the last Warrior Spirit sword-fighting expedition, in which my skills were edged out by Hirotatsu-senpai, I was unable to take part in the official competition. It was only then that I understood the meaning of humility. I was very fortunate that the Commissioner believed that although I could not reach the apex of swordsmanship, I could still lead soldiers into battle and have great potential in the area of eradicating monsters. For this reason, I was gifted this opportunity. It wasn't until I came to Liyue that I realized that there is always someone out there who is better, and that those with consummate martial prowess are beyond count. Just like Suding Senpai, who is not only exceptional with the spear, but also a master of tactics. It's good to get out, travel, see the world, and learn a bit. Should there be a convenient juncture in the future, I hope you can recommend a few places suited towards expanding one's knowledge of martial disciplines to me. My gratitude would be beyond words. What have you learned so far? My most profound understanding has been the balance between bravery and strategy. You should know well that Inazuma is a land of many islands, and when two sides clash, it often evolves into a series of groups of soldiers engaged in duels. In such situations, morale is of the utmost importance. In order to boost troop morale, the leader of the army must often take the lead, heroically charging the enemy with limitless courage. This seems to have almost become a convention. However, under the guidance of Suding Senpai, I realized that if we follow such practices in every battle, then if faced with powerful monsters, the overall battlefield situation could spiral out of control. If, while leading my troops, I were to directly engage a Thunderhelm lava churl, then I would certainly be hard-pressed and might survive by the skin of my teeth. The morale of the other soldiers would plummet, and they might even panic. Therefore, strategy and bravery must be balanced. Though it may be difficult to form a continuous line of battle, cooperation between individual soldiers must be emphasized. Dividing and conquering, giving an order at the opportune moment, deciding as the leader when to advance and then when to retreat, there are countless methods. If you do not mind, then please allow me to watch you closely while you participate in the war games. Terena. Terena of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, reporting to Proto-Boss. Proto-Boss! Greetings. Seeing that you're participating too really makes the trip down here totally worth it. Oh yeah, she is technically south of where she normally lives. Since when did I become a proto-boss? Aha, that's Captain Chevreus's and Captain Grossrichard's assessment of you. Chevreus, I'm still so sad I didn't get her. The highest acknowledgement of both the Special Patrol and the Guards. You've been promoted from boss level force to proto-boss. That means not only are your fighting skills up to par, but you're the cream of the crop when it comes to commanding as well. Doesn't proto mean like pre-boss? Isn't that like lower than boss level? Eh, whatever. Does the fact that staff officer from the Millilith Suding invited you to join prove it? The simulation was pretty interesting. I got to see some of the greatest fighters from other countries for myself, and how they deal with monsters was simply dazzling. It was just all the stuff you showed me before. Oh, sorry, I know you're super busy, buzzing all over, so you might not be able to remember right away. Yeah, you were playing with the little fungi. I remember you. When I was playing Little Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta before, you gave me the gift of your insight. And during the Fontinalia Film Festivals, you showed me just what a real Top Gun could do in a 1,000-pace interdiction arc-minute sharpshooting zone promotional event. That was a genuine revelation. I've made pretty significant progress lately, and haven't had too many missions on my docket. So when Captain Chevreuse and Captain Grossrichard got the invitation, they decided to send me as a representative. The patrol members you taught are all slowly getting better. I'm working hard to become an understanding sharpshooter capable of helping you. Trust me, the time you spent helping hasn't wasted on me. Hey, give yourself some credit too. You're simply too kind, Proto-Boss. Anyway, I just can't thank you enough. I'll be joining in a few more simulations over the next few days. The many monsters they use each time are different, and it kind of feels like my brain is playing in a series of magnificent tactical plays. About the Special Patrol in the simulation. Actually, this isn't our first time working with a Millilith. As you know, Lumidoch Harbor and Yulong Wharf are just across the sea from each other, so we have a long-standing working relationship to maintain order and guarantee the safety of shipping. So after Captain Chevreuse got the letter, she was pretty stoked. After all, every time we work together, both sides learn a lot about tactics and tech from one another. For example? Let me think. Before we learned about different Millilith formations with layered ranks, and so we improved our own ranked volley fire, stabilizing the rhythm of our musket volleys. Pretty good. And for their part, the Millilith improved their own equipment by studying our muskets, allowing them to better deal with criminals who may have smuggled in firearms or ruined machines that utilize similar weaponry. I've heard that some Milliliths are researching a type of armor that consists of piecing together blocks of a specially fired type of ceramic between two pieces of particularly sturdy, hardened fabric. That way, when bullets strike the armor, they would first disintegrate upon striking the outermost layer, causing the projectile to lose its structural integrity and greatly reducing its penetrative power. As the bullet continues onward, the ceramic plate in the middle will break, absorbing the vast majority of the impact, and finally the powerless, deformed bullets will stop by the final layer of the armor. Against muskets with a small enough caliber or light enough ammo, you could be shot at point-blank range. Proto is original or primitive. It kind of clashes with our current prototype things that are superior to the general product. Oh, okay. Primordial. You could get shot at point blank and the bullets might not even get through. I want a set too. Aha. For that you'll have to ask our Millilith friends. I expect the armor like this to cost a fortune, and it may be difficult to manufacture on a large scale. Also, it may be heavy for ordinary people. Though according to legend, the Millelith fought in a great war way, way long ago, wore armor that was heavier than a Gardamek, and their weapons were comparable to naval artillery, so it probably isn't too heavy for them. And ordinary musketeers wouldn't have a chance at hitting someone as skilled as you. You probably don't need extra protection like that. It would probably cost a fortune. A fortune. Let's see, I'm currently at 38,532,610 mora. I could buy a country. Fonia. We meet again, Honorary Knight. When Suding mentioned he planned on inviting a reliable outside expert to join us, I immediately thought of you. Sorry, I don't remember you very well. That's fine. After all, I'm just a cog in the machine. Officers don't necessarily have to remember the names of everyone serving under them, just their positions and duties. That's enough to be able to effectively give orders. I'm Fonia, formerly a signals officer of the investigative team. I'm responsible for testing alchemical instruments developed by Captain Albedo and exploring the uses of remote reconnaissance technology. However, in light of how the Knights of Favonius have updated their tactics and the staffing structure now that some units from the expeditionary forces have returned, Captain Albedo planned to have me assigned to the reorganized 7th Company. The 7th Company is temporarily designated as the Combined Arms Company, which integrates knights with a range of capabilities into a single combat unit with a balance of ranged and melee firepower. Such a unit is also very reliant on reconnaissance. When the time comes, the Expeditionary Forces Number 2, the venerable Commander Frederica Gunhilder, might become our Oh! Oh! Oh. Wait. Isn't that the name of Jean's mom? Hold on. Oh, that is Jean and Barbara's mom. Dude, can you imagine Jean's mom coming back? Jean and Barbara's mom coming back from the expedition? Oh, wait. Isn't the expeditionary force out in Natlan right now? Wait. I just realized we might meet the expeditionary force in Natlan. Oh my god, we might meet the actual Grand Master and Jean and Barbara's mom. That's kind of crazy, honestly. Not to mention that, like, Capitano is there right now with them? And apparently, like, the Grandmaster is like, he's a cool dude. I'm sorry? What do you mean? Also, I'm trying to remember, I think Arlecchino is number 4, isn't she? Which rank in the Harbingers is Capitano? Is he the 5th? Anyway, the venerable Commander Frederica Gunhilder might become our company's captain. After all, Commander Frederica has served for longer than many knights have been alive, and her experience in battle is unmatched. It wouldn't be too much to say she's perfectly suited for leadership. Isn't that also Jean's last name? Correct! Commander Frederica is the acting Grand Master's mother, and is the famous throughout Mondstadt. She's been on active duty on the front line for decades on end, never tiring or slowing. When the youths of Mondstadt tug of their dreams of being a hero, the name Frederica is never far from their lips. And I was one of them. When I joined the Knights of Favonius, it was because of my admiration for Commander Frederica. Of course, I later realized that I was only talented enough to just be one more cog in the machine. As the heroic protagonist of the storybooks that can take on 100 foes all alone, that's another story. Jean's mother might become a captain? That's only my speculations as a signals officer. As I see it, the 7th Company will likely be one of the most formidable units, and so Commander Frederica will be the most suitable candidate for captain. Though Commander Frederica's position in the Knights of Favonius long surpassed any ordinary captain, she doesn't seem to like pushing paperwork around and insists on staying on the front lines toe-to-toe with foes. In principle, the Knights of Favonius value ability and experience equally, so after she returns, perhaps we'll see the acting Grand Master giving orders to Commander Frederica. I don't think Jean would personally feel comfortable ordering her mother around, I'll be honest. Jean orders her mom around, and her mom just, like, tilts her glasses at Jean, and Jean's like, sorry, Mom. The two of them should have absolutely seamless synergy. I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. That's right, we met once before while I was executing the Annihilate the Invasive Anglers operation. Oh, yeah. Since then, I've been carrying out experiments to advance alchemical detection equipment as planned, and I've worked with the Reconnaissance Company and Outriders on numerous occasions. Over time, I slowly became a slightly more important cog in the Knights of Favonius' intelligence machine, and that's why I was chosen to participate in this event. Who knows, maybe the next time you return to the Knights to take on a commission, the intel I gather will be useful to you. Last one. How do you think the wargame is going? The thing strikes me most is how each nation has a vastly different approach to fighting. Due to the different levels of focus on the size of their forces and training, the Millelith are concerned more with formations and the disposition of their troops. When clearing out hordes of monsters, they act like a steel-flanked juggernaut. They can directly roll over an entire camp of beasties, crushing everything in their path, offense and defense all in one, completely unstoppable. When operating on terrain ill-suited for deploying a wide front line, they'll split up, reassembling into multiple smaller formations of the appropriate dimensions such that their flexibility to pursue their objectives isn't compromised. Even if an opponent studies their tactics and formations, and their intelligence is accurate, it would still be difficult to find a weakness to exploit. Fortunately, this style requires a very high degree of awareness and discipline from every soldier. In all of Tevat, maybe only the Liyue's Millelith can do that. Okay. Let's talk to Suding. Suding, I'll be honest, everyone's talking up the Millelith right now. I want you to talk up them. Tell me about yourself. Our paths have crossed before, but it is unlike you paid me much heed. I was once a frontline soldier and followed Lady Yuhong to the Guyun Stone Forest to develop our mass-produced Guizhong Balliste against Beisht's attack. Oh! You were one of them? Oh, that's cool. I remember that. That was when Shenhe got introduced. And when we got the... I can't see it up here. I can't see it. It should be over that hill, I think. Hill. Mountain. That's a mountain. The Jade Chamber. I personally witnessed the entire battle in which you and Adeptus Shenhe repelled Beisht. It was profoundly moving. She's not really an Adeptus. Her Adeptal power is worthy of utmost veneration, but it may be beyond the capacity of an ordinary soldier to acquire such strength through honing their martial skills. In any case, it is difficult for mere mortals to defeat foes on that level by relying solely on improving the martial skills or weapons of a single individual. That is not to discount the importance of those two factors, or that one can be prepared for everything simply by sticking to traditional army formations. We must adapt to the times and continually upgrade our arsenal and tactics. Combining advanced weaponry and tactics are the basic requirements for securing victory. Utilizing the proper tactics for the adversary you are facing is the key to prevailing. The significance of this wargame lies in acquiring more of these keys. With sufficient preparation, even an enemy as powerful as Beisht can be dealt with. I kind of ring a bell. I am honored. It seems you are blessed with an eidetic memory. Nothing less than should be expected of such a matchless commander. In any case, it is difficult for mere mortals to defeat such foes. Yep. Okay, last thing to ask you about. Regarding other armies taking part. You want to hear my opinion of the other armed forces? Then I'll be frank. They're all top-notch professionals of the highest caliber. The representative from the Knights of Favonius is an intelligence officer skilled in using cutting-edge alchemical technology to engage in remote reconnaissance. However, if you wish to exploit the advantage offered by such distance reconnaissance, corresponding projectile weapons must also be purchased and logistic units for delivering the associated material organized, all of which requires a considerable budget. The Shogunate representative from the Yashiro Commission is from the Yashiro Commission and has outstanding swordsmanship. He courageously leads his troops from the front, and his drive in battle is truly commendable. However, if you are too focused on personally leading troops in an assault, it may be difficult to properly command, and you may end up winning a localized victory, while the overall battle is a catastrophic defeat. One should never allow oneself to get carried away. As for the representative from the Sumeru Corps of 30, he is adept at handling extreme environments from the desert to the rainforest, and claims that he and his troops can fight for an extended period of time with just a small quantity of supplies. However, in order to increase their ability to adapt to those environments, the Corps of 30 is a relatively lightly armed force. If they had to take on a heavily armored foes directly, they could easily find themselves at a disadvantage. The representative sent by Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol belongs to an exceptional firearms unit. Highly organized and with a strict discipline, they can accurately unleash withering volleys on any enemy. However, their equipment is quite complex and can be complicated to use. All this maintenance is of the utmost importance, and members must all be trained to high standards. This, in turn, makes it very difficult to substantially increase troop levels. Ultimately, there is no such thing as a perfect combat unit. All that can be done is for the relevant personnel to try and make up for their weaknesses and continually improve their performance in actual combat situations. I believe that this increased communication and cooperation we will benefit. Alright, let's do a wargame. After selecting a combat war unit, it can be deployed within your base's staging area. When you select... Sorry, 1 second. After selecting a combat unit, it can be deployed within the base's staging area. When you are selecting combat units, you can jump to cancel your selection. After combat units have been deployed, they will automatically engage the enemy. Leadership skill usages will be replenished over time and may have up to 2 usages at once. Tap to use the skill immediately or hold to aim the skill. While aiming, sprint and jump to cancel using it. Different types of combat units suppress other types of units. AoE damage units have a significant advantage against squad units. At the same time, melee units suppress ranged units suppress flying units. Melee units are more resilient in battle, able to absorb more damage, and protect other units to an extent. Okay. Is that what they look like up close? Oh my god. During assault scenarios, your goal is to use combat units to destroy the opposing base. In a short period of time after a stronghold mechanism is destroyed, it will be reset as the opposing side's stronghold mechanism. Units can be deployed near your own stronghold mechanism. So, 1 here.
Let's end this now!
Fry!
Let's end this now!
Fry! Fry! Fry!
I win. This feels like it won't be super hard. Let's see. This one. This one. I'll do these guys so I have some more ranged units. Oh wait, none of those are. We'll try this. Unleashes of flames that deal pyro damage to enemies and lower defense. When there are only units from a single faction nearby, the stronghold flag will be captured by the faction after a certain period. The faction controlling the flag gains deployable units 25% faster. When you control the flag, you can also deploy units nearby.
Cut down like this. To the very
Just overwhelmed. I just like to overwhelm my enemies. There we go. Next one. So I need single target users. And then let's do you and you. That seems fine.
this will do. This will end you. This will do. You win this battle.
There we go.
Cut down.
Let's see. Let's do this and you. Actually, let's do another single target one. Let's do you, since we don't have any pyro. I'm gonna do this one. All right.
Fry! Picked the wrong test subject. Fall before me! Cut down. Like this.
There we go. Okay, let's see. Ugh. Let's add in some AoE units and some ranged units. Let's do you.
Perfect distance. Feel my blade.
Ooh, that's not good.
Going somewhere?
Oh, it's so close to dying. Oh, we got it. Nice. Give me that money. Ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 ba bam do 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 there we go. That should be good. That. We'll do this. And you. We'll do this one over here.
Let's end this now!
Come on, guys.
Let's end this now!
Come on, you're so close. Good job.
Let's end this now!
I'm glad we can command, like,
Let's end this
Eremites
now.
in this and not just monsters. Because I really like the Eremites.
Meat.
And I always feel bad when I have to kill them for materials. Oh, that's about to be gone. Oh, this isn't looking good.
Let's end this now. Will. Meat.
Okay, now we rush.
Let's end this now! Will. Meet again.
Come on, guys. There we go. I'm surprised I still got all the pieces for that one. Okay, last one for this. Okay. I mean, sure, why not? Do this. Let's see if we can do this one.
Let's end this now! Let's end Will. Meet again.
Yep, you got my siege unit. Oh, God! Oh, she was killed there! No!
This will end you! Cut down.
Yikes! Yikers!
Let's end this now. Let's end this now. Let's end this now. We'll meet again.
Now that I've forded the river, so to speak.
This will do. This will end you. Cut down. This.
Shit. Oh, he's immune. He's immune. Oh, it's perfect. The perfect unit for this last pillar.
We'll meet again.
Okay, cool. Nice. Crag Chiseled Forge. After elemental energy is decreased, the equipping character's elemental mastery will increase by 40 for 18 seconds, max of 2 stats. A prototype for standard issue weapon that the Yuhung commissioned from Blackcliff Forge after having analyzed the ancient mechanisms that protected the adeptal abode upon Tianheng. Oh. Weapons. Type. Details. Enhance. Bam, bam. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's do the defense one now. Sure. I don't know. I'm just gonna play. Defense scenarios consist of 3 rounds. In each round, enemies will attack from different directions. You must protect your own stronghold through the battle, taking as little damage as possible. After combat units are defeated, they will drop support beacons. Support beacons can be used to deploy allied combat units in frontline buildings. During defense scenarios, when deploying combat units, their defensive zones will be visible. Once an opponent enters the zone, the unit will lock on and initiate combat. During defense scenarios, after your combat units are no longer engaged in battle, they will return to position when they were originally deployed. Gotcha. So So we'll do 3 and do that right there. Oh, I see. I just did that the wrong way. I guess this group first. Right there. Let's do you. Let's do you. Oh, here we go.
When will I finally make my fortune?
When will I finally make my fortune? Whenever you stop being a criminal.
Fry!
I win 99%. Ugh, what's this one do? Oh, it's a shackling mine. Okay. Ugh. You. Here, P. What?
Fall before me! Fall before me! You win. This.
That's not what I meant to do.
Fry!
To the ferry?
They try the wrong test subject. Cut down. Yes.
Going somewhere?
perfect distance. Going somewhere? Feel my blade. The perfect distance.
Fall before me! Fry!
Dead. Honestly, this event is fairly easy, but, I mean, eh.
Going somewhere?
Cut down! Like this.
That's unfortunate. Oh, wait. Right there. I was like, wait a minute. I have abilities. I guess you over here too? Horse.
The perfect distance.
Fall before me!
Pretty sure he's considered a
Fall before me!
target attacker. I guess we'll add you over here.
Cut down! Like this.
That's that's less than ideal.
You win this battle.
I mean, I technically think those are the last guys. It's just... There we go. Let's Let's see. You. Sure.
We'll meet again.
Damn.
We'll
Ooh.
let's end this now. We'll meet again.
Dude, I have so few units right now. What the fuck? Well, might as well just face it, I guess. There we go. Okay. Next. Mine.
Let's end this now. Let's end this now.
Yep. We'll do a shackling mine over here. Where the freak are you shooting? say this one over here.
Let's end this now. Let's end this now. Let's end this now.
There we go. Last 2 stages. Let's see if there's... That's 700 Primo gems right here. Okay. Let's do you. And we'll do you. And you.
Fry! Fry!
Go. Next units. Let's just keep it moving.
Fry!
Go. This over here.
Fry!
Or somewhere. This. Well, these guys are doing fine for the most part. Let's just get them over here. This should be just fine.
Fry! 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 Picked the wrong test subject. Fry!
There we go. Last guy. Kill him. Oh god!
Fry! Fry! Fry!
Good thing my units can't damage it. That'd be terrible if they could. Okay, last one. Ba, 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 ba. You're an AoE, so you get this guy. You're that. You're that. And sure.
We'll meet again.
Oh. Considering who's coming down this way, I'll go this one. That's it. Come in left, yep. Center, yep.
Fall before me.
He didn't trip the mine like I hoped he would.
Let's end this now.
You.
Fall before me.
Don't want everything else to put out, so we'll just go right into the next wave. Been on the right, okay. Yep. Oh. You can only have a maximum of 12 units, I guess.
Fall before me. Fall before me.
Damn.
Fall before me.
Hey, we won. Cool. Nice. Get the last of those. I didn't get to use the Geo Bishop as much as I thought I would. Alright. Thanks to both of you, Lumine, and your most talented helper. In the course of observing these wargames, we've seen all sorts of combat strategies put into practice and a wide range of complex scenarios that we can analyze and learn from. Now we just need to broaden our model by taking into account the different types of soldiers and their special traits. We'll then be able to create a variety of scenario-based training manuals for different units to study. If the two of you are interested, I'd be happy to provide you with said manuals next time we meet. That said, you'll be able to try out different scenarios in your spare time. It feels like we just got started. We know that you two are very busy, so we tried to cut down on the number of similar scenarios so it didn't get too repetitive. Of course, if you haven't had enough, you're welcome to come back and keep playing anytime. On behalf of the Military General Staff and the representatives of all participating entities, allow me to express my sincere gratitude. With any luck, we'll get a chance to work with you again in the future. That way we shall get even better at wiping out monsters and securing our lands. I'd be delighted to help. Everything's gone smoothly. Not only did we manage to strengthen our connections with various groups we've met here before, but we've helped people all across Tavern now. Besides, Paimon's learned loads from watching you wargame. If we have some time to kill at some point, maybe we can come back and test some more scenarios. Such as, if an Abyss Mage had to fight against a great Snowboard King, who would win? Or who had the hardest head, a Ruin Guard or a Geo Bishop? Do any of them have anything different to say? Esteemed guests of the Commissioner, it will soon be time for us to depart homeward. Seeing how busy you've been of late, I did not dare disturb you. If I have been remiss, please accept my apologies. No need to be so formal. You are here for the meeting, after all. The pleasure would be all mine. Please give my Ayato and Ayaka my regards. Your magnanimity has left a deep impression on me. I shall be sure to pass on your fine words to the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato. Trina, the wargames are nearly over, Proto-Boss. Su Ding mentioned that you worked all went pretty smoothly. It did indeed. How's it all gone for you? It's been great. We've gotten so much out of it. In the wargames, we came up with many highly mobile opponents, such as flying fungi. Weapons like muskets, which are slow to fire and require precision, aren't very effective against such foes. To make up for this, we've focused on improving our ability to implement rapid rotation tactics in smaller squads. Compared to our previous formation-based ways of shooting, our combat style has been a lot more flexible. All in all, these wargames have helped us identify weaknesses in our tactics, so we now have a much clearer idea on what we need to work on. I'm pumped, to be honest. You know what I think would be really cool? Because I know they have the space for it over here. I think it would be great if they had, like, small squads of each, like, force behind them. Like, there is a small camp for, like, the Shogunate. There's a small camp for the Guards. There's a small camp for the Knights of Livonius. Small camps of the Core 30 over here. And you wouldn't need a camp for the Millith because they're in Liyue, right by Liyue City. It'd be fine. I think that would have been a nice little touch. Looks like you're pretty much done, Honorary Knight. Our work here is almost finished too, so we'll be heading back to Mondstadt soon. So how did the collaboration go? Not bad at all. It's exposed a flaw in our current strategy, namely that the long-range capabilities of our mobile forces seem to be somewhat lacking. During the wargames, we had multiple skirmishes with the clockwork mecha Fontaine. Though we did have units with heavy blows, they had great difficulty penetrating the thick armor of our opponents, so we had to get in close as much as possible. But as a result, we lost the intel advantage that we'd expected our alchemical recon equipment to give us. Seems that we're going to need the Outriders' input on this one. Or perhaps Ematol could... Who's Ematol? Could make us some miniature explosions, which we could attach to our arrowheads? Okay, I gotta Google who Ematol is. Ematol Genshin. Oh... Okay. Oh. that lady. Gotcha. Yes, that sounds like it might just work. Bomb arrows. We meet again, friend of General Mahamatra on the Flame Games. It's a shame that we can't stick around and chat for a few more days. We're preparing to return to Sumeru. How did the war games go? The longer we spent doing it, the more we felt we learned. For instance, we found ourselves facing monsters from Inazuma, the likes of which we've rarely seen. Even for all our years of experience as mercenaries behind us, there was very little that could help us find an effective way to defeat them. In the end, it was only after seeing the offensive strategies being used by the others that we suddenly realized that what we needed to do. It was like a revelation. It must be said, though, when your pit simulated monsters... Oh, When you're pit simulated monsters against one another like this, as long as you analyze the scenarios carefully enough, there's always a way to ensure victory, even from from a very averagely equipped squad of Eremite mercenaries. Thanks to your wargaming most excellent commander, we've been able to compile a variety of different manuals that will provide great scenario-based training for soldiers of all ranks and specialisms. We are truly in your debt. I forgot to ask, you mentioned the Millith General Staff. Oh, that's what we tend to call it. After all, it hasn't actually been around that long. After the battle with Basht, Lady Yuhung conferred with the other Qixing officers and decided it was high time to reorganize the Millith's chain of command. Liyue has had no lack of military advisors since ancient times, but most commander strategists would work alone. The wisdom and influence that any one individual can bring to bear is, in truth, very limited. Based on intel gathered from all over Tavern, Lady Yuhung established this department as a way of bringing consultants and advisors together, streamlining the process of divvying up the work. Catching being a smart duck. This way, advisors will get to analyze more accurate intel so that the battle plans they create can be as watertight as possible. They'll also be able to lend a hand over their findings to the troops with greater precision. Ah, I see. It's alright. Given your status, I suspect Lady Yuhung will explain it all to you, both comprehensive and comprehensible, the next time you see her. I also hope our intel will prove useful to you someday. Actually, what's scenario-based training? It's a concept that the Lady Yuhung has been promoting, a product of synthesizing intel from multiple sources. You can see it as a tool to help facilitate comprehensive assessment and training. It allows us to test a soldier's ability to organize, deploy, and command military forces from a variety of different angles. The manuals might make for dense reading, though. The assessment process is stricter than these tabletop wargames, but there is much more to be gained from running through the scenarios. That sounds genuinely very useful. As the saying goes, a talented commander never passes up the opportunity to hone their skills. All those soldiers' tales of your heroism are true. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Based on how these wargames have panned out, writing up all the scenarios will likely be slow going. I'll do my best, though. Nice, good job, everyone. Okay, we're at 3.5 hours. I should probably wind down for the night and feed my cat. Dude, I have so many Primo gems. Holy hell. That's a whole 10 right there. Very nice. Okay. So let's go over to Fontaine. Because I feel like I might have enough sigils to upgrade the fountain again. Yeah, buddy. Okay, that's done. Alright, so... I still have a lot of missions. I think next time I'll do Sino's story quest. It'll either be Sino's or Arlecchino's. That way I can also start leveling up, unlock Arlecchino's boss fight and start fighting her. That'd be cool. But I think we'll end off the stream today, but to end it, we'll do a 10 pull on the standard banner. Which I don't think I'm going to get anything from, but eh. Hey! Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Aren't they adding like new default poses in for different characters in the next update? Oh wait, wasn't that this update? Hold on. Or am I thinking of Star Rail? I might be thinking of Star Rail. Hold on. I'm not angry at you. I'm just disappointed. Nope, didn't want to do that. I want to do this. Maybe I'm thinking of Honkai. Oh, right. You can unlock them in the Imaginarium, which is in the second part of 4.7. I remember. Thank you for reminding me. I remember now. I'll be honest, I just briefly looked at his name after looking away, and I thought it said lingerie, and I was like, what? And I was completely wrong.
I'll think about it.
But I think that'll be for today's stream. And that's going to be it for today's episode. YouTube, I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what was your favorite part of today's episode. The War Games was fun. It was a very simple event. I don't think I was ever really, like, very nervous. I don't know if they've done this sort of War Game since this one. Not to my remembrance currently. Though it has been, like, 1.5 years. Well, a year and 3 months. A year and 9 months? A year and 9 months since this episode, so a lot of time's passed since then, and my memory isn't the best, so maybe they've done an event like this again. But I enjoyed this event a lot, and it was fun talking to all of the, like, different members of the different, like, sort of guard factions of the different nations. And then, of course, I stumble upon all of those underground tunnels in Fontaine and that underground thing, which is part of a world quest, which I still don't think I've activated yet. So one day, maybe. But yeah, not much else to say about it past that. It was fun kind of like being a war game commander with those normally enemy units, and they weren't attacking me, which I appreciated. But yeah, I enjoyed that event overall, and it was very generous, which was very nice. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. Hope you all have a good night and good day wherever you may be. And don't worry about your spot here at the tavern. We'll keep it open for you. Bye, folks, and I will see you all in the next one.